Welcome back to Mass Effect 2. JC here, and it's Codex time again. This time we have at least 3 secondary entries. At least there's 3 categories that are blinking. We're going to start off with Cerberus Project Overlord. It's a planet. It's going to tell us about the planet that we will be visiting eventually. Okay, right. 2 beautiful moons, 1 spectacular ring, 0 neighbours. There's a popular advertisement for this Terminus Systems world. A-I-T-E. Just say it really quickly. Just sounds like you're having a problem. Don't worry, it's just an error. Right. Known for its sparsely settled population, despite being a garden world with a colony nearly a century old. So it's not very densely populated. There you go. Blessed with a mild climate, wildlife no more dangerous than that on Earth, which is potentially dangerous. Have you pissed off a hippo anytime soon? Wouldn't recommend it. Soil and bacteria amenable to imported plants. Error. Beep. It's just going to end up as being beep soon. Would appear to be an unexploited paradise. However, it is unpopular for 2 reasons. 1, its name is absolutely unpronounceable. First, and most obvious, is that its moon, Letty, more error, is in an unstable orbit that will lead to a planetary impact and an extinction level event within the next 2 centuries. As such, all investment in the planet is short term, and the biggest business is selling off the local biota to the highest bidder. Right. Whatever that is. Probably flora and fauna. The second drawback is the level of violence on the planet. Like the rest of the Phoenix massing cluster, Error was briefly considered part of Citadel space during its first wave of colonization. However, when the colony broke off to become an independent planet in 2133, the Council let the doomed planet go with less than a day of debate. Free from any real governing body, Error's history has since been filled with wars between small frontier town city-states over its resources. Okay. The result is a dangerous world where the average citizen is expected to be self-reliant to the point of fending for themselves against cutthroat corporations, strong-armed militia or militar groups, oh God, and even Geth incursions. Go for the flashlight. It's simple. Go for the flashlight and be a better shot than I am. The fighting is so frequent that the name of the planet itself has changed more than 11 times. So calling it Error is probably more apt. In a sign of blunt indifference, standard Citadel galaxy maps refer to the world by the name given to it by human colonists in the latter half of the century. They just don't care. Ah, special vehicles. The Hammerhead. The M44 Hammerhead. The M44 Hammerhead infantry fighting vehicle is a highly maneuverable Mass Effect assisted armoured vehicle. Using 3 solid fuel rocket thrusters instead of wheels, the Hammerhead hovers over the battlefield at up to 120 kilometers per hour, allowing it to maintain formation with swift armoured units, skim across calm water, and even leap terrain obstacles. Backup micro boosters guarantee locomotion, so even destruction of 2 main thrusters leaves the vehicle capable of full motion, called king running away. The Hammerhead retains most features of interplanetary fighting vehicles, an airtight interior, 360-degree kinetic barriers, and a guided missile system ensuring accuracy even during aggressive maneuvering. Its electronic countermeasures extend to laser detection, chaff, active thermal masking, and ground-penetrating weapon sniffing radar. Sniff, 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 sniff. Ah, Geth. Which is normally, originally, you'd be fighting with it. The Hammerhead's navigational control emulates that of tanks, so tank drivers can operate Hammerheads without additional training. Factory issue Hammerheads, therefore, have no altimeter or similar sensors that are best used at the standard cruising altitude 2 meters off the ground. It's a very fancy hovercraft. As such, compared to a Mako, it has all the armour of a wet paper bag, which they comment on the next game. I prefer the Mako because it's a big armoured box and it has a big cannon, not some point and shoot guided rocket missile. Because it's guided, it's a missile, not a rocket. Just like, oh, shoot that thing over there, whoosh. It's like, I don't even need to aim. No tactics, just aim and shoot. Oh, this is new, and as well as that. So, Firestorm, because we picked it up in that mission. So, the M451 Firestorm Flamethrower is a product of human ingenuity, ruthlessness, and industrial espionage. Also, mean as it's a flamethrower, for God's sake. There's a reason most of that stuff is banned. Its origin dates back to the 2160s, when human colonists to new planets used flamethrowers to clear vegetation or ice. You know, as you do. Clear the weeds. Burn half the planet. The fuels performed erratically on planets with extremely cold temperatures and differing air compositions from Earth. Realizing this could be a problem for military units, Systems Alliance intelligence operatives stole the Turian design for the Hirias flamethrower, a battle-tested workhorse that functions in nearly every environment. So we just nicked their design and went, oh cool. The result was the Firestorm, an anti-personnel and anti-armor flame unit that can accept a variety of liquid fuels. The Turian design used low-octane hydrocarbons thickened with Intura oil made from dentists. Well, I don't know where that came from. That's That's just horrifying. Which is taken from a large marine mammal similar to Earth's whales. So whale oil. Really, you went back to whale oil? Humans then reverse engineered a synthetic composite of almost identical properties that could be fabricated from heavy weapon fuel cells. For heavy weapon fuel cells using an Omni tool. There you go, see, we made a synthetic version because we understand that using whale oil is not a particularly brilliant idea. The result is a sticky spray that burns at approximately 1,600 degrees Celsius. Yep. A little less intense fire than plasma weapons, but covering a significantly wider target area. Adding to the trauma is choking smoke produced by the spray. If the target's armor is breached, the fires quickly consume the oxygen within. Firestorm may not be the most efficient weapon in the Systems Alliance arsenal, but the sheer ugliness of how it kills ensures it is the most feared. It's a flamethrower. Despite that, when you fire it in game, because you do see this weapon pop up in the next game, it doesn't act like a gel. It acts more like a aerosolized flame rather than a on-fire gel. More plume than stream. There's no aiming it, it's just sort of burn everything in front of you. Okay, Mercenaries, Blue Suns, full history. Could be here a while if it's the full history. Founded in 2160 by the human mercenaries Zaid Masani and Vito Santiago, the Blue Suns were initially a Skillian Verge protection racket. As they expanded in numbers and influence, the two co-founders disagreed vehemently on many issues. Finally, after arguing about whether to recruit the slave-trading Batarians into their ranks, Vito ambushed Zaid and shot him in the head, which only managed to piss him off. It's a bit like the Tea-Bringer or Shepard. All they managed to do by destroying his ship is just piss him off. Believing Zaid dead, Vito took full control of the Blue Suns and hired whatever Batarians he pleased. Soon, he had crowned one named Solemn Dasha as titular head of operations. It was a move designed to placate his Batarian investors and draw fire from would-be assassins. Okay. It worked on both counts, and the partnership has lasted to this day. Over the decades, the Suns grew into a fearsome combat force spanning dozens of planets in Citadel space, the Verge, and the Terminus systems. Knowing that a good logistical team is key to fielding an army, Vito diversified the Suns, selling arms, training, and supplies, as often as taking contracts to crack skulls. Right. Basically, it just takes virtually anything he can get his mitts on. Even when the Suns suffer heavy losses, Vito's entrepreneurial expertise ensures new recruits could replace the old. All that was lost was the truth. Today, only a handful of trusted mercenaries even know who Vito Santiago is, let alone his old partner, Zaid. There we go. All done. So, on that note, thank you for watching. Until next time, this is JC, out.